What's going on then, YouTube? Hope you're all doing very, very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. My name is the FIFA Analyst, and today we are bringing you a flashback Douglas Costa SBC player review. EA want to drop this evening along with a Bundesliga team of the season. So we're going to be giving you the rundown of him, letting you know whether he is worth your investment, picking up for your squads, maybe even to go on as a super sub. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Please do subscribe to the channel. We do stream daily over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst, link in the description. So then, first of all, how much is this card going to cost you? This card is going to be looking at 281,000 on PlayStation and 288,000 on Xbox, which is quite interesting actually. Normally a little bit more on the PlayStation side, but that's what it's going to be. He has got 5-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, he's 5'8", high attacking work rate and medium defensive, which is brilliant for a winger. And as I said, 5'8". I managed to get 5 games in with him. I have 4 goals. Four games in with him, 5 goals, 4 assists. He's got 97 acceleration, 96 sprint speed. He's got 71 strength, 90 stamina. Those kind of standout stats that worry me, like, you know, the things that kind of come up there, is the composure and the finishing, 87 and 84. The traits that he has, nothing really of too much of a concern, to be honest. Nothing in there that kind of stands out, like a finesse shot trait or a outside of the foot or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it, talk to you about the card and whether you guys should be doing him first of all. So initial impressions when I first loaded into my game was quick, absolutely rapid. He felt so good. And lightning quick off that ball. The direction of nutmegs and the bridges that this guy can pull off kind of felt like something that I haven't really experienced in a long time on FIFA. So you know how, like, you know, Mbappe's quick? Yeah, imagine that, but better, because he's smaller and he doesn't seem to have like as big of a body type. He just moves really well, which was good to see. In terms of what positions should you be playing this guy, I think you should be playing him out on the wing. I played him up front in a 3-5-2 in the team that you saw at the start, because I wanted to test what was his pure finishing like, what was his weak foot like, and absolutely everything on that front and then up front filled that role for me. So coming in on this one-on-one, he gets it onto the left foot, he shoots across goal. In terms of his finishing, could you notice it? Did you know his finishing was 87? Did you know that his composure was 84? And I'll talk about chemistry styles at the end of this video for you as well. Could you notice it? Yes, you could. You did know that he had that lower finishing, lower composure, which you'll see in some examples here. I did just want to show you as well that these games were played at Division 1. You know, I don't play Rivals too much, but 2,200 skill rating on there. So we are testing it against solid opponents on that front. Now, I did want to go ahead and see what is his long shots like. Are you going to get in the position for a long shot? Which I don't think you are with this card too much, because if you're playing him out on the wing, other than maybe a cut back in on the finesse, you're probably not going to be testing it too much. But his long shots were just mediocre, really. Tested the goalkeeper on a few of them, but maybe some more game time and we'd see it. We can just see there the use of the direction of nutmeg, that burst of pace that he gets to break away from the defender and get in behind, which I really enjoyed using with this card. You do want to be abusing, you know, the right stick flick, so you can really see how quickly he can break away from the defenders. And there were some defenders that he was coming up against that are absolutely rapid, that he had no issues whatsoever in saying see ya and just completely going. I did want to show you that as well there with Zambrotta. If you need to rewind it, feel free. He did get bullied off the ball a little bit there, but it wasn't anything too bad. Here with a 3-star weak foot, I took a shot on the volley and he just didn't really go for it. One thing with his weak foot, it is bad. It is a 3-star weak foot. It's never ever going to be good, you know, without a shadow of a doubt. We know that for a fact, right? When it comes to chipping, though, and you're going to see these goals shortly, chip shots on the weak foot wasn't an issue for him. Was not an issue. Chip shots are so strong this year that it really didn't matter. The shots across goal, you notice in some scenarios, again, abusing the direction nutmeg, going for a cross there, whipping that in across the face of goal and doing a fantastic job of that. Do I think he's a card that you guys should be putting into your starting 11? Can he replace Neymar, for example? I don't think he can replace Neymar. Neymar's Neymar. 5-star skill moves, he's 5-star weak foot. The 5-star weak foot pays a very long way in this. Do I think the price is right on this card? Yeah, in a way. I don't think it's too expensive. I don't think it's too cheap. I think it's probably priced about right. Along with some of the other Bundesliga team of the season cards that we have, he certainly could make a starting 11 at this stage of the game, no issues whatsoever. Could he possibly play Cam? No, because of that lack of, weak foot, I think he would be a letdown at this stage of the game. Coutinho, for example, would be a little bit better on that front, using the dummy there, holding the RB button to kind of get that burst of pace and break away. So he has to be out on the wing. If he fits your squad, you can go and do him and you will find a lot of enjoyment and see the pure pace that this guy has. However, there is a big catch with it. You will notice when you get in on goal, if you ever do, shots that you would expect to go in that won't go in because of that composure. Okay. And that is just something that you're going to have to put up with. That one-on-one there was my fault. That wasn't him. But it's something that you're going to have to put in with Douglas Costa, put up with. We all know that is the way it is. Comes in on there, goes for the finesse shot. That pure finishing just isn't quite there, the same as maybe what you'd get with another winger that you may have out there. Also, though, he is very much in that sense of you could use him as the initial breakaway, the counter-attack sort of player that you may need to lay it off to someone else, more than likely, to go ahead and get them goals elsewhere. Because I think he'd probably be a better assister than he would a goal scorer. But saying that, let's hold it up a second. He's not designed to do that. He's a winger at the end of the day. Wingers very rarely get in on those one-on-one scenarios. All I'm saying is that when he does, you do want to be a little bit careful with it. So obviously do keep that in mind. But as you can see here, using that burst of pace, using the skill moves, finding his way into the box, getting past those defenders with ease. His passing as well was very solid for the type of card that he is. I had absolutely no issues here picking up the ball, a little over the top through ball, dinks it over to Fekir. Perfect. Lovely, lovely distribution there as well. Really, really happy with him on that front. And I'm going to be honest, it's the first card in a little while that I've used personally and gone, this took me back a little bit. Like I wasn't expecting him. I saw the card. If you watch the video of our initial review, lovely assist there. I said, don't do it. I don't like the look of it. The 3-star weak foot, the 3-star weak foot. And yes, the 3-star weak foot is the biggest letdown on this card. However, the pace, the pure agility, the balance, the ability to beat a man, the 5-star skill moves, that sort of stuff kind of does, outweigh that finishing composure and that 3-star weak foot. So do take that into account when you are looking at him. But for the majority of you guys, even if you want him as a super sub, I would dread, as you can see here, the 3-star weak for absolute phenomenal finish going for that chip. I would dread coming against this card on, from the bench. Can you imagine 80th minute seeing this guy come on with how quick he is and just how pure pace he's got, the ability to go forward as we go for a little skill run there, trying to find our way through. It definitely would be a card that you would go ahead and fear. So don't replace him with Neymar. Don't play him in Cam. You definitely want to be putting him out on the wing. And then we kind of want to go ahead and we want to look at the chemistry style as well, which we're going to do in just a second. But look at that for an absolutely beautiful chip. Absolute GG from him as he breaks away again. I did just want to showcase here. He's up against Desai, right? The ball roll, that's where you can see that composure and that finishing. He's got someone on him. He didn't feel comfortable trying to take that shot. And then he does obviously put that one wide. A little bit unfortunate, but good pressing here. Good managing to find his way through. And look at this for a pass as well. Again, over the top. Literally perfect for Carrasco. Lovely, lovely goal. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump into the chemistry styles foot bin look and see what you should be running on him. So taking a look at the card in terms of what chemistry styles should you be running him, I ran him with a finisher, right? Where's the finisher? There's the finisher. I ran him with a finisher. I wanted to see that, that obviously shooting stats increase, get him up to the 99 finishing. Obviously, you can't increase the composure, but the 99 agility, 99 balance as well. And that felt good for me up front. But as I said, we don't want to be playing him up front. So is there anything else that you may want to go ahead and use on this card? Well, quite possibly. We don't need to touch the pace. We know he's quick enough on the pace department. The shooting is a great boost. It depends on how you want to play him and if you're going to notice him getting in on those one-on-ones, getting in on those shot across goals too often. If you're not finding that, you may want to go for a Deadeye to try and increase that passing just a little bit more, but you don't get as much out of that because obviously you're only increasing that short passing by 2 because he's already nearly at that max passing anyway. You may want to look at it and go, you know what, I want to increase his physicals because his physicals, his strength is a little bit low. You can get +5 if you go for a Hawk. Maybe not 100% worth it though, because you're not getting a massive boost. There is a variety of ones that you could use. You could go for something like a sniper to get the bonus on the shooting still, along with the physicality as well. So you could possibly look at that if that's something of interest for you. It does all depend on how you want this card to play. Do you want him to just use him as a beating man, get past that man and lay the ball off? Do you want him to have the shooting boost. It's completely down to you and how you find this card suits you best. But as I said, I used the finisher and had a lot of success with that. So you guys make your opinion on how you think it should go. So then, ladies and gentlemen, that does round up the review for today. I do think he's worth it. If I had to give him a rating out of 10, I'd probably give him an 8.5. I think he's worth the coins that he's at. I think it's a very respectable price. I think he'd fit into a starting 11 or be used as a super sub. The only kind of letdowns, as I've said, is that shooting and the 3-star weak foot. But it's a great card. Go ahead, pick him up, see what you guys think for him. Let me know what you think down below. And if there's any other players that you want me to review throughout the Bundesliga team of the season, please do pop them down in the comment section. Thank you all very much for watching. I do appreciate your time. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you soon.